Hello, and welcome to the Zoo Babies Read with Burpee Museum program.
The book we're going to read today is called Bees. It's written by Laura Marsh. Bzzz. Outside, the sun is shining. The flowers are blooming and the bees are buzzing. When some people see bees, they run. Others might not notice the bees. But let's stop and take a closer look. Bees are helpful, and the world needs bees. Bees help both people and plants. Honeybees make honey and beeswax. People use this in a lot of different ways. Sometimes you can put honey on your toast in the morning, and beeswax you can make candles from. All kinds of bees help plants make seeds. Seeds can grow into new plants. Some of those plants give us fruit and vegetables. We can thank the bees for strawberries, apples, almonds, tomatoes, and many other foods. Pollen power. When a bee lands on a flower, the flower's pollen rubs off on the bee. Pollen sticks to the tiny hairs on the bee's body. When the bee travels to another flower, pollen from the bee brushes off onto the new flower. This is called pollination. Now the new flower can start to make seeds. A bee's leg has special hairs that form a basket. The bee brushes the pollen into the basket, then flies back to the nest. The pollen is used for the baby bees. Bees collect nectar from flowers too. They drink the nectar with their tongues. Some bees make honey out of the nectar. These are called honeybees. It's easy to mistake other insects for bees. They often look alike, but there are ways to tell them apart. Take a closer look at the bee and a yellow jacket, which is not a bee. Do you see the difference? Do you see that the yellow jacket doesn't have much hair? It doesn't have a pollen basket, where the bee has kind of a hairy tail and eats nectar and pollen. A world of bees. About 20,000 kinds of bees live on Earth. All the bees are either solitary bees or social bees. A solitary bee makes a nest for its young. The nest is inside a hole in the ground in wood, in walls, or in plant stems. Solitary bees collect pollen, but they do not make honey or beeswax. Social bees live with many other bees. A group of social bees is called a colony. A colony of bees lives in a hive. Honeybees are one kind of social bee. As many as 50,000 honeybees may live in one hive. Bees can care for their young. They make and store honey in the hive too. Do you like honey? I like honey. Inside the hives, honeybees build with beeswax. The bees mold the wax into 6-sided shapes called cells. Lots of cells together make a honeycomb. The bees put nectar from the flowers into some of the cells. As the nectar gets thicker, it turns into honey. Bees eat the honey for food. Other cells in the hive hold bee eggs. There is one egg in each cell. The eggs hatch. The young bees grow and change. After 21 to 24 days, the bees become adults. Busy as a bee. Every honeybee in the colony has a special job. The jobs keep the colony healthy and strong. There is only one queen bee. She is bigger than the other bees. She lays all the eggs, up to 1,500 a day. That's a lot, isn't it? Some humans build honeybee hives out of wooden boxes. Beekeepers take care of the hives and collect the honey. Beekeepers also check the bee colonies to make sure they are healthy. Beekeepers know how important bees are to our world. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? There are many kinds of bees. Honeybees are just one of them. Thanks for reading with us today.